And now I just do one other thing. Oh no, I apparently don't. Seamless every time. It's like completely and utterly flawless, I believe. But yeah, live stream again featuring Captain Patience with me over here. Thank you very much, Ziggy Man, for joining. And
Of course.
yeah, I'm sorry I didn't get a chance to put this in. Yeah, to put an actual placeholder on my channel for this one, just because of the fact that I wasn't sure with Christmas and everything going around the place. But hopefully, if people are chilling out and around the place, they might jump in and yeah, chat with us. Aloha to. I have no idea how to pronounce the start of that, but Goriz. And yeah, you have your chat now as well. I take it in some way.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Phone.
Ziggy's connection is a slight bit more robotic tonight. You can see, yeah, this will be the first time when you can definitely watch back and see. But yo, Chippy, I said the fact that I would be around 11 GMT in one of the comments earlier. I was out by around 90 minutes. Because myself and Ziggy actually ended up talking, and we were chatting about this event, and it was only after a while we realized the fact that we gotten quite a while into it, and Ziggy actually said to me, he was like, no, shut up, just start streaming, this is good stuff. Like, this is stuff we should be talking about on a stream. And share with the club, indeed. Yeah, that's exactly what Ziggy said. He's like, why are we just, like, taking a dump on this event? Like, everyone wants to take a dump on this. So, yeah, one of the things you pointed out is before we get cracking on this, we were probably going to do some McLaren Senna multiplayer because of the fact that like everyone has a 4-star or 6-star version of that car, which is really cool. And if it's limited to like fewer people, we'd probably jump into the other thing. But the event,
how's your Drive Syndicate going, guys?
Yeah, so as you can see, for me so far, I'm on Mountain Cat Stage 2 because I absolutely no. I just no. Absolutely no. Not having any of that stuff. Exactly, Ricky Bobby. Just I'm trying to think. This you can't have a swear in the first 30 seconds of the video, but F isn't a swear. Yeah, I'll say F in terms of condolences for this event, but no, I mean just absolutely not. What I did instead, and yeah, I was saying it to Ziggy, is the fact of there's sale that's on, so I got Final Fantasy 12, Siberia, Hades, Mark of the Ninja, Wolfenstein. I actually got physically Tales of Vesperia, Amnesia, Horus, Darkwood, Devil May Cry, Resident Evil, Moonlighter, Cluster Truck, Sundered, 2 Assassin's Creed games, and Valhalla edition of that game that I can't say. Oh, and Streets of Rage 4. And I still think I spent less than people are being asked in this current event. And I got all of those games in the sale. And I was just like, no, Game Loft. Oh, the Link to the Past. Sorry.
I just spent 12 bucks on Darksiders 2, so that's my Furai money right there.
The Darksiders and Darksiders 2 are awesome. They're like Zelda games for really, really like, it's just Zelda but with like blood and piss and stuff in them. Like,
exactly.
You collect quarters of hearts in that. It's literally quarters of hearts, like as in they're beating hearts. It's not. It plays like Zelda, but thing.
Yeah, I usually check out the with any games like that are like third-party ports that were on other systems. I always go to Contra Network. I don't know if you're familiar with Contra Network, but they do a lot of frame rate analysis for Switch games. So I get a look first to make sure that the game doesn't, chug terribly. And with Darksiders 2, it looked like it was a pretty good showing for that port. So snatch that one up. I'm pretty sure I got it for free on PlayStation at some point, but you know, whatever. $12.
The
Why not?
definitive edition. Oh, it's been
Yeah.
creed out by my green screen, but my PlayStation 4 back there hasn't been on in quite a while since having a Switch.
Yeah, I've been finding myself more and more just kind of trying to get those games like that on the Switch as long as they can run relatively consistent at 30 frames, which, you know, I'm a bit of a frame rate star, but if the game is at forms, I'll take that trade-off to be able to not have to be tied to the television to play it. So
yeah, it's cool. Just before
especially
we
sorry, go ahead.
I was just going to say, just before we get started at all on anything, in case anyone's tuning into the video on demand version of this, because I know quite a lot of people did the last time. Yeah, the Senna is effectively the Corvette on steroids. We were just going to say, like, you're working through the current event thing that's going on, and you were trying to do it free to play. But effectively, like, it's not possible to get to the Rimac at all free to play.
No. Currently,
Yeah.
there is no route. There is maybe a chance if you have a like if you came into this event with a 4-star 0 Uno, like you had a golden coming into this event, then you might have a chance. I haven't fully done the math on that yet to check.
If you were willing to drive, like, several hundred races.
A couple thousand, I think, to get it free to play. I think there is a chance you can do it with a 4-star 0 Uno, but you still would be a little bit dependent on luck from packs, or potentially maybe there's a way to do it with the blueprints that you can buy straight up in the Syndicate store, but it's kind of dicey. It's not guaranteed by any stretch.
I just laughing at Fart Chicken's comment on the chat. Yeah, I've seen quite a lot of very creative names for some of these animals, and none of them are nice.
That's right, pregnant octopus. Chicken knows the deal.
But yeah, it is definitely like it's just nuts. Like,
yeah, there
Ricky
is
Bobby
currently
just asked
no.
there in the chat, because I don't know if you see that immediately, but just how far have you gotten, and what cars did you unlock so far?
Okay, yeah. So I have pushed through this, quite frankly, more than I should. And
That
for
thumbs up is to El
me,
Chippy, by the way, sorry.
basically, by the time I got to Charging Bore 4, again, completely free to play. I didn't buy the Furai, I didn't buy the Shelby, nothing. I spent $0 on this. By the time I got to Charging Bore 4, partway through that, I had accumulated 30,000 Syndicate coins. And if you guys have been playing through, you know, you get 11 guaranteed blueprints through the rewards by the end of Mountain Cat. So at that point, once I had 30,000, I opened 6 10-packs, and I came up with an exact 3 blueprint average. 18, it put me 1 away from the unlock. And then because I was just like tired of grinding, the next time I got 500 coins, I opened another pack and I got lucky and I actually got the last blueprint. So I unlocked the Furai at 1 star. From there, I went into the daily event and I played that TLE, and I got all the like Syndicate coins there and the 0 Uno blueprints. Getting those 0 Uno blueprints put me at 3 blueprints away from the 3rd star. 2 of them through progressing through Tanuki, and I needed to, because you don't get the second 2 until you're like partway through Rising Tanuki 3. So I just took it from the Syndicate shop, the last one that I needed to 3. And that was 5,000 Syndicate coins. So I 3-starred that. Tanuki's going fast because when you have the 3-star car, you can play like those first 3 stages pretty quickly. They only take 10 races a piece instead of like the usual 50 for a hazard 2 or 200 for a hazard 1.
Yeah.
I'm gonna get like log jammed again at Stalwart Monkey, but it doesn't really matter because, you know, you guys who have been following this, like the Corvette, first of all, it's ridiculously expensive to buy it. You can't really, like, even if you were to unlock it with free Syndicate coins, you just put yourself in a hole and make the event impossible to complete. So it's a trap. And if you were to buy it, you'd be spending like at least 150 euros to that. You could even like start getting syndicate coins from it. And then at that point, you only have it at 1 star. So doesn't do a whole lot for you.
But like but basically the TLDR version of that is like, even with doing this, right? Even if you tried to free to play this with thousands of races, like it's still not possible to end up with the Rymac with just if you have your average look. You're
Currently, no. Like you would need to. I don't even know if the math would work out for me. Maybe if I like got to Regnant Octopus and immediately got like a jackpot on the first.
But also, just the other thing we did want to clarify as well, though, is say, yeah, if you were to spend the €10 on the Fury, that car, the car that starts with F, yeah, but if you buy that with €10, your view on that is it didn't change anything. It wouldn't change anything.
It doesn't do for your chances to unlock the C2. All it does is save you time. In fact, anybody who's free to play, if they want to put themselves through that grind,
yeah,
they'll
Brendan
unlock that car eventually. All it does is save you time. Same with the Shelby. And again, like if you spend syndicate coins on these cars, then you just put yourself in a hole towards the C2. Like it doesn't, the math doesn't work unless you spend money to unlock the cars. Like there is no situation in which you could make a profit on your syndicate coins.
Brandon said it in chat there as well. So if you're going free to play, you're most likely to get stuck at the Pregnant Octopus 2 as well, or 3. And yo to Devi Racer 2005. But yeah, it was. We just wanted to clarify the fact that, like, because some people obviously said the fact that, with the €10 purchase at the start, you could get like through this event and stuff, and it's just like
no chance.
Oh,
no chance. If you're free to play up to the end, the least amount of money I could see somebody spending is $100 to unlock the car at the end, because when you get to those octopus stages, there is a bundle that opens up in the shop that's $99 for 3 C2 blueprints, 30 packs, and 80,000 coins. And if you were to, let's say, get the average drop rate for the 30 packs, which would be about 6 blueprints, you would effectively that bundle becomes worth 320,000 syndicate coins. So if you had like a 3 or a 4-star 0 Uno, and then you bought that and you got the average drop rate, then you'd have a chance that way. But again, you're spending $100. It's like crazy amount of money to be asking for one car.
$100, like 100 euros, dollars, whichever. Like that's enough for the 2 vouchers from the Nintendo Switch thing. So like with $100, you could buy Breath of the Wild and Mario Odyssey. I was just gonna use those two because they're like, yeah, just buy those, dear Lord. Don't spend money on this game. That's cool, but not in this event. This event's rubbish. Like, it's an absolute it's trash. But we get into a race and we try and do like a Senna event, like.
Yeah, definitely. Super LM is saying in the chat that he's likely going to unlock it with $20, and that is because Super LM had a 4-star 0 Uno coming into this event.
Yeah.
So the combination of $20 and the 4-star 0 Uno will probably,
and also a lot of racing, like lots and lots and lots and lots of racing. Because that nerf of 20% is like, that to me is the worst thing ever. Because like, you only have so much time in a day. That's crazy. Like,
yes, I'll be pulling for you to unlock it. Hopefully you get it, because you did dump all those tokens into the 0 Uno, which, you know.
So, somebody asked in chat, by the way, as well, Fart, just how do you have the 30k tokens and 900k credits? That is because the Bugatti Chiron showed up twice in my Legend shop for credits, and I bought all of those, which is like, yeah, it's about 3 million or so, I think, for the 5 blueprints. But yeah, that's 10 Bugatti Chiron blueprints for just credits. So I kind of broke myself a small bit. Yeah, it is worth it. And the only other thing at the moment I have that I can use for actual upgrades. So like, I can't upgrade any of my other cars with the exception of the Senna. This is the only guy I can actually use upgrades on. And the upgrades for this are Yeah, I can duck a small bit, but yeah, I can't. That's 979,000 for an upgrade there, and when you buy those, the stage 11 upgrades on that is like 1.4 million, I think, which is, yeah, it's devastating to my credits. The fact of having to spend 1 million every day for my 5 tokens. But I'm going to be getting the Terzo upgraded in the next couple of days, so that's slightly cheaper at least, maybe. But yeah, we're going to try and do some McLaren Senna. Ziggy has 1 race done. Chicken in chat has you're ranked 21st, but I was going to say, like, I'll do the 4-3-2-1 thing that I was trying last multiplayer stream in chat, so just in case of trying to do the countdown and see if you can sync up with us and get into a few races. Now, if these multiplayers too are limited to only 4 people in a group, which the last one of these I think was, then we might jump over to World Series, and I'm in Legend League in that. But we can just see if people can actually like get in and join us. So yeah, if people are up for a couple of multiplayer races, I will turn off Touch Drive, which I may have been using to farm some credits back using, what's that called? The Aranera Husaria. Yeah, that's really cool.
Oh yeah, the car hunt.
Yeah, that car
so
hunt's
for me,
awesome.
I've played 1 race in this. So if you guys have been playing it today, you'll probably be ahead of me, but I was working today, so
yeah,
I'm a little bit
we'll
behind.
see. Like, if we can get some people in from the chat, that's cool. If not, we might just jump over to World Series and see.
Sounds good.
Well, even if you don't have the Senna, it's completely free to play it, isn't it?
It is.
Yeah, everyone gets to do it. We were chatting in club chat as well, by the way, about this, but how daft was it that they put the multiplayer season where you got the Max Senna available after they sold the packs for the Senna? Like, why didn't they do this the other way around, where they go, try out the 6-star Senna, isn't it awesome? And then put the packs for sale. Instead, they were like...
Doesn't make a whole lot of sense, but...
the wrong way around.
They're doing a lot of strange things recently, so I'm not entirely surprised.
Strange.
But at least at least the multi 2 seasons have been good, because the Drive Syndicate is trash, obviously. So at least this is good. The Go season was good. I can't remember what the one was before that, but it was good. So at least these have been fun.
When you say strange things, you mean, yeah, these kind of strange things, yeah. I was surprised I didn't get like booted off of the Facebook group for posting that one on there a couple of times. But can't change an event this big, guys. But yeah, I gotta do the 4-3-2-1 chat, and I'll see if we can get into a game together. And that's me going in now for Ziggy as well, sorry. But yeah, see, like, this is gonna be pretty tough if this is yeah, King Palm. If this is locked to just 4 especially, this could be like a lot more difficult. Uh-oh. But yeah, if you are trying to jump into games, by the way, and your name isn't the same as it is in chat, do just give a shout out to your actual in-game name, so they can know to either watch out for you or try and knock you down. Wait, this one isn't Ghost, is it?
No, this one's not.
Oh, right, so it's just the start, yeah. Because like I said, I haven't raced in this yet. The McLaren Senna, like, I mentioned this on the packs where I was unlocking, or starring up my version of this over the Chiron. And people pointed it out to me a couple of times of like, the Chiron is such a better car. Oh! Yeah, I know that the Bugatti is way, way better than this car. Like, hands down, it is just a better car, like, in terms of power. But I still love the way this one handles. Like, it is just, for me, a more fun car in a way. So it's like, it's one that I just love the actual way it handles. But I know, like, yeah, I appreciate the people who pointed out that it's, like, not good. But yeah, it is just a case of like the way that it handles around corners and stuff. And yeah, the amount of drift, hands off controller, like Nitro for that. You can't get enough of that one.
Yeah, I mean, I feel pretty lucky right now because I kind of wanted to unlock this just to get a chance to use it for once. And now I didn't have to do that. I get to use it without having to pay the tokens. I get it out of my system, you know. I don't feel like I have to invest the tokens in it. Because I did go ahead and 6-star the Bugatti because I was close anyway to having that 6-starred. So I went and finished that off instead. That's what I decided to use my tokens on there.
Oh, you 6-starred the Chiron?
I did, yeah.
Oh, I did not know that. Grats, man. That's awesome.
Thank you.
Like, I wouldn't have had the credits to upgrade it anyway, but yeah, that is awesome to have. And wow, your wall looks crazy with a green screen.
Sorry.
Whoa. No, it's cool. It just looked like you were drinking pure energy. That's really good.
Yeah, I need to pay off the last stage of upgrades on it, I believe. I'm assuming 13 is the last stage. Maybe I'm wrong. But I have it at stage 12 for everything right now.
Yeah, like I'm not gonna lie, like the Chiron at max is something I want a lot, but at the same time I'm just like, I will get it, and I will get it via like the credits and stuff that you get, and it appears in the level 18. Like for me, it appears in the multiplayer packs, and it also can appear in the free pack that I get, and it can appear in the Legend store, whereas the Senna doesn't.
Right. See, for me, I'm Garage 16 and I don't want to wait that long. So that's why I just went and did it now.
You just like instant gratification, please. Press the Whopper button. Yeah, I'm going to do a 4-second countdown. I'll shout it out on chat as well this time for you, Ziggy, just to see. So that you can be able to, if you're ready to click play. But yeah, we'll go like a 4, 3, 2, 1. Boop. And yeah, it seems like the first race I got into was just a 4-person race.
Yeah, same for me. Let's see what I get here.
I get in here with who I'm going to slap. Haha. But it's looking like this is limited to 4. So if that is the case, World Series might be a better bet to have a few races with people. Especially since the fact that like World Series now, most people are probably in the Legends area. The only difference is going to be you and me are going to be probably further away from each other, I'd say, Zig.
Maybe? I haven't really
Did you get a chance to play it at all?
To play it much the last week, so I haven't really picked up a lot of points in that.
Absolutely love this car. Like, if you're driving with the Senna and doing this event at all, by the way, make use of that thing that I was talking about before if you weren't watching the last stream. Just like drift, release accelerator, and then nitro, and then put your finger back in the accelerator. Like, try out the Senna drifting without holding the accelerator. So like, I'll just do it here and watch like the way it glides around the corner. Like, there's no accelerator being pressed there, and that's just back into nitro. Like, hand is just off the accelerator for all of that. It's just a case of tap drift. And mind yourself, chicken.
Dressed so tight that I'm like not used to it. I'm like pulling myself into the walls.
I said this to say like one of the people in our club who's not a fan of this car in comparison to other S classes, but I have a feeling that you could safely like drift in circles around any S class car. Like, you could literally do circles around them with it. Like, it is just such a fun little thing. But put the Senna up against any of the other cars on a straight line, and like, it is just, yeah, it doesn't have that straight line speed. It's a real shame.
Someone tried to ram into me in that race, and I blew nitroed because I saw them going for it, and they
integrated. It's also quite like, yeah, it's a car that can fill up its nitro meter so quickly as well. Like, but will we try and go for World Series? I'd say if people who are in chat wants to try and jump over to that, because like with the 4-person thing, like if you and me, Ziggy, get into the one race, the chances of someone else from chat getting in there as well just drop like significantly.
Yeah, definitely.
position 1991 in World Series?
I am. Let me update my leaderboard. 841. So
Oh
that's
wait,
not.
I didn't update my leaderboard. Oof. All right, so I'm currently 2058. It's not too bad. It's like, what's the actual rating number you are though?
8,566.
Why? What? What? All right, fair enough. 4,070. But yeah, guys, in chat, if you want to give a shout down, and I got to do the 4, 3, 2, 1. If you follow it from chat, not video, most of the time people have a lot more luck getting into a race with us. But yeah, Ziggy's going to do the same. And so, yeah, I can see if we can get into like the same races. I am still going to use the McLaren Senna because I love this car, which I legitimately have at 5 stars. But yeah, I'm gonna jump into this for the first race anyway and see. But I agree, Eric. Like, it is absolutely, like, it is a cool car.
I think the one thing that Senna really highlights for me though is like how much this game could benefit from like analog steering finally, you know?
Oh
Because of
yeah,
how, you know, kind of sensitive that car is to steer. But, you know, a man can dream.
it's just a way of like it throwing it into corners and stuff. Like, it really does like come out really really well out of them. Like, it can just zip around.
If you're gonna use the Senna, then I'll use the 1896 because I don't have the Senna. So
Oh yeah,
similar
but you
enough,
have that.
I guess.
You have that put up a good few stars, don't you?
4 stars. Kind of wish I went for 5. Now that this event
Now that
is
you
what
have
it is.
nothing else. Now that you have nothing else to spend tokens. But yeah,
Yeah.
we'll say countdown for the thing of like 4, 3, 2, 1. Let's rock. And I'll see in my races if I get anyone up to the 8. You said 8,000. Did you max it out, Devi Racer? Or because like I've seen a video of somebody with it at max, and like it does look cool. Mine is not max, and the highest person in my race, 6,100.
So I don't think he's here in the chat right now, but I did get our friend Senna, speaking of the McLaren Senna from F1.
Ricky says to save your Jesco fuel. He wants to race you with it. If you're wait, and I apparently clicked on the R2 button. This is not the McLaren Senna. What the heck? No, this isn't my zippy little handling machine. Into the water I go. At least I ruined that guy's ring. Oh my stars. I hate it when you're like expecting one car. I think I'm not even 100% sure if this is the Furia or the Lycan Hypersport. I hate trying to tell the difference between those two cars.
Senna is going to pass me here at the end because he is in a Jesco, or is he? He kind of bumped the walls a little bit.
It's kind of confusing when you say the fact that the Senna is going to pass you, and I'm like, wait. But
I know, I had Senna in a Jesco pass me at the end.
I picture it's actually literally like an actual McLaren Senna that's sitting in the driving seat of a car with a high top speed. Like, yay! I get a top speed now. Now to reveal what car was I in. Yeah, the Fenrir. Damn. It's just like when I was doing the countdown, I clicked on the R2. Whoops. The Pagani, the BC, like that is really cool at high ranks. But yeah, that's really cool at high rank. I would have liked a second one of those. Okay. You have just or Yesco fuel, Zig?
I do. Yeah.
Can we
There's
try
Senna pinging me.
Sorry?
Oh, I got a ping from Senna with the GG.
Oh, pretty cool. Yeah, like I would like another. I would. Yeah, I'm the same as Zig. Like if I had known how bad the next event was, I would have obviously spent tokens on previous events, which accepted tokens. But Halifax 97. Ah, cool. Wait. Oh, you were in the. Yeah, you were in a previous race with me, Daniel. I'll have to say at GG because I'm pretty sure I did not win that one. If unless it was the Senna race. Yeah, we try one with the Jesco. Jesco.
Works.
Koning thing. Cool. We give 4, 3, 2, 1. I like this car at 3975 is fast, but it depends on the track. If this is like one of the Osaka ones, I'm done. Ah, Streets of San Fran.
Let's see.
I'm in here with Doom, Danny, and one of the Owl Boys.
I got Devi in the 1896, and that's it.
Oh, cool.
I did get Wednesday, who I recognized from Discord, but I don't know if they're watching.
No, like I said, I don't have too many people actually live watching, and that's because, yeah, I couldn't for sure say that I was going to be able to do this tonight even.
That was not good.
Family and Christmas. Somebody just cut my pieces and then put me on the way slower path along the inside. Aww. And it was somebody with a driver name too. At least I get to destroy an owl boy like farming out with these. Oh no, my car decided not to impact the back of it. What? I hate that sometimes when your car like hits on you know, like a brake automatically, not impact another racer.
Yeah.
Wish you could just turn that off. Like I want manual control, please. Like of everything would be cool.
I messed up like right at the start.
I
was not able to make a good recovery.
I got knocked down in a Yesco, which made it like my race done. Which is like that's not good for me. We're trying to catch up with you as well. Oh, it's me. No. I think it was the person who drove through me as well was the 1129, who was like came in 5th. Brilliant.
Ball is here to destroy me.
Destroy you in
so that's
Chiron.
Good. Make me.
Right.
You did make your promise. GG Devi. Sorry I wasn't too present in that race. I had a very rough start.
Are you back on menu?
Yes.
Well, I hate to say this, but like the Jesco is one of those cars where I appreciate its speed, but I am really not good at driving this. This is one that like, yeah, I genuinely not a fan of its handling. We'll say 4, 3, 2, 1. Oh, Byron the Crayon. Brayon the Crayon? Oh, that makes more sense. Brayon the Crayon.
Okay, Wednesday is here. There we go.
Yeah. Well, I'm in a race that I shouldn't lose.
GG Wednesday.
If you are in the chat and you're racing in 6 different DS intenses, good job.
Got Wednesday and Bala this time. All right.
You guys are like more up in that. Are they also in like 6 to 8K kind of region?
Yeah, I think they're more near my rep, so that makes sense. Bala's like way ahead of me, and Wednesday. They're both like 14K. So, you know, if I'm getting them and they're way ahead of me, then
yeah, it's just down to how many DS bots are at my level. Yeah, that's one of the things is like I never DS farm in it, and I probably really should, to be honest, because like I have I have loads of turbo fire controllers and stuff. I just not something that I kind of want to do. I don't know. Playing World of Warcraft really put me against doing anything automated ever. Like in that game, doing stuff that was automated was like terms and conditions violation. That was an easy win. Yay for DS bot farming. Although there was actually two races in there.
Ball is currently making good on his promise, but I am in second place, so I'll take that.
Did he incinerate you?
Yeah, he's smoking me right now.
Is he in the Jesco? Because he just said he is good at driving it.
No, I'm in it. He's in the Chiron. He beat me by like a solid 2-3 seconds. Let's see.
Like that's 4 the thing. Seconds. It's like your Jesco's the same. Your Jesco's the same as mine. Is that to 3975?
Yes.
Like,
but out of the 3 Jescos in the race, I was at least first out of those 3.
Yeah. Well, if I put myself in the league of all the DSC-10s in my race, there was just DSs and there was 2. One last show for the Jesco, trying to play with you guys. Sir Grillo. I'm just gonna say because it's easier to say the Sir Grillo. That next. Oh, I actually misread. I thought it was Bola that said he was going to use the Nismo. I was like, the 370 Nismo must be causing you nightmares at this stage. Zig, I'd say, is it after all those bloody races in that thing?
But yeah, that is. Yeah, no, I don't even want to think about that.
That's the last countdown for this Jesco fuel then.
Sure.
Here we go. 4, 3, 2, 1. To clarify, by the way, going through that, you said you spent tokens galore as well, didn't you? Like getting down the your levels.
For the refills, you mean? Not too bad. I spent about 1,000, but I got them back more or less because I won that stupid Christmas contest thing with my sarcastic press F2 paperbacks thing. So
yeah,
I came out even on that at least.
I have to say, like, Stephanie is pretty class for like they upholding that. Like, she literally paid 1,000 tokens to Lupin for his picture of uninstalling Asphalt 9 Legends, which he had to reinstall to actually accept the thing for it. Which, I mean, she is a good sport, like, at least, like, definitely, she's a bit of fun anyway, because people ripped the absolute piss with that like, competition. Oh man, I am just getting this up to speed. I'm driving this like it was the Senna or so, whereby like I want to throw it around corners and you just can't.
I don't know if any of you guys are in my race, but I got 1,000 minarets, and like when somebody walks into you when you're trying to do the 4 ramps at the beginning and you just wreck, that's what happened to me.
Oh, you just ate building, did you?
Yeah.
One thing I don't get, by the way, DS spots and Rome. There is a ramp at the very start on Rome. It's like on the right hand side, and like if you turn on touch drive for it, your car will just start off, hit the ramp, and then just lamely fall over onto the roof. Whereas like I've watched the DS spots who are in the same race as me sometimes, and they're just like, no, they just all avoid it.
Yeah, I don't know. It's just Asphalt doing Asphalt things, I guess.
Asphalt. 19.4K on Chiron pack.
GG guys, whoever was in my race. That Devi, you were there. Oh, okay.
And
Ricky Bobby was there too.
The Prov 16.
Yeah, so you guys all know what I'm talking about when you try to do the ramps at the beginning, but everybody's trying to do the ramps at the beginning, so somebody crashes into you and sends you flying.
Somebody gets launched and it's you.
Yeah, so it's got to be somebody. So that time it was me. That's okay.
Man, I hope everyone's having a cool Christmas though, because like I know that this event kind of was really bad for that. Like the timing of this really sucked, because like I know a load of people are like, oh, I'm in lockdown or whatever, but at least I get to do this event, and then it was just like, nah. Thought it.
Yeah, it's a disappointing waste of time for the most part.
Yeah. But yeah, you said like 1,000 tokens spent. Do you want to shout a car for us, Ziggy?
Sure. How about we do
Something like
the Lycan? You want to do the Lycan?
Yeah. Is it? I've got my for that. Really awesome car, by the way. Then, if there's, because I see in chat there's a couple of people who are still like, I really want to get an S-class car and stuff. Like, if you're new to playing this game, basically, like you always want to be doing the daily car loot thing. Yo, Paul. Not bad. Just I'm getting DS spotted, and I think Ziggy is like a couple of K more up, so he is having a bit more luck with getting into a few extra people from chat. But I'm gonna fire off a 4, 3, 2, 1 if you're releasing.
Sounds good.
Oh, so we're going 4, 3, 2, 1. Boop. But yeah, I know that like the timing for that might be a bit on the unusual side. It's just a case of if you can try and find like the point where if you watch in chat, Halifax 97, awesome. Also in a Lycan Hypersport. With your epics installed slightly different to mine, but with the same amount of epics. Cars trading less. I started the back of the green.
I got Devi again. I didn't catch who else was in the race. If I got anybody else, I get Devi a lot, even when I'm not trying to, like, you know, just playing stream. I get matched up with him a lot, so not a surprise.
Yeah, I've been doing like a couple of multiplayer. Ah! Wow. Halifax nearly was in my bonnet. Or hood. Oh.
Oh. Devi, I hit the helicopter. I'm just getting like every bad stage hazard right now.
Halifax got like impacted by oh my stars. But yeah, Halifax ended up getting like cleaved in two by the road, and I'm not gonna have enough nitro to drift over this stuff am I after that crash. Oh,
Devi got an accidental knockdown on me too. I don't think he knew I was there. He landed on top of me.
Shall I do the air quotes when I finish this race for Axe? Oh my. This show is my wait for things. Congrats, Halifax. You managed to beat me even though you got cleaved in two by the by that other guy crashing into you. Oh my god. That's not our race.
No,
it was double for like.
It was not a race. Because I feel like off stream, whenever me and Devi race, it's like we're either one, like between the two of us, we're either first or second. Usually he's first more often, but you know, we're usually near the top.
Yeah, that is cool. Like when like people just fall into the same races. I know that like sometimes you get the odd person that say, like when you have the accidental knockdown that you had there between each other. Do you ever have it where you're in a race and that happens, and then you go into the next race and the same person is there, and there's like rage, like kind of, you know, there's like angst between you, and you're like, it was an accident. I'm sorry. Oh, 1 second. I've got a cursor on Ziggy's face. There we go. Sorry. What's cursor? It's gone now. Use the freaking Chiron.
You got bad physics, Debbie. Yeah, I took that ramp as perfectly as you can, and I still somehow managed to hit the helicopter. So it happens.
Shall we take clearer difficulties advice? I'd like clearer difficulties advice, to be honest.
What's he saying?
He's saying use the Chiron.
All right, why not?
Guys. And yeah, thank you again, by the way, Ziggy, for joining. Somebody says, Josh, I agree. It's nice to have somebody to bounce stuff off of. Like, the chat is cool, but it's also cool to have, like, obviously, yeah, Ziggy, for, because, like, you have so much patience, man. Not just with myself, but with this event as well. Like, how it's actually amazing.
Podcasts, throw on a couple of podcasts and just not think about it too much. But I also wanted to like plow ahead and try to warn people, you know, this is what you could reasonably expect.
We did that at the start, though. We did that at the start by just going like, no, just they've ruined it.
So Bala hasn't even lost a race yet, and he's making excuses in the chat. That's no bueno.
Come on. NSS. But yeah, have you got some Chiron fuel?
I do.
Oh, I got new wheels for my Chiron as well. It looks so like Tron. I absolutely love those. Like, when I say wheels, I mean tires. Yeah. I'm gonna change the color up on those to be more Tron-like. They're light blue. There we go. That looks Tron-y. I think I got a front.
Have you feel bad for? Yeah, I feel bad for those who. I feel bad for those who waited too, because it's like this was like the first shot to get a really good S-Class car for a lot of people, and it's like pay up $200, chump, or hit the road. You know, it's just.
You see that bumper, by the way, on stream? Whoa. That is a nice looking front of a Chiron. What the heck? It looks like
it's a
different shape. Awesome.
It's a yeah, that does look cool. But yeah, it's a Merry Debbie, it's a Merry Christmas for Game Off, but not for us.
They did the same on the global version, by the way, if you noticed that. The global version of the last event, people are just raging about it. The one that's what you call it? You might the Chiron looks like a robot car. NSS car guy. I don't think it will. Given the fact that, like, from what we've heard of Gameloft, they're having issues with like kind of like they seem very money grabby at the moment. And I don't think they're going to be willing to spend money to sort out legal issues with the Batista. I think we won't see that event. I genuinely, I think that won't happen.
So Steph did say on Discord today that it's not like a done deal, that it's not going to happen. She said that there's no updates on it, but not gone forever, sort of thing. So it hasn't been officially permanently canceled. It's still up in the air, up in limbo.
But then again, they also said this event was possible, so it's just
yeah. Well, listen, here's my beef with it, and we can like start a race if you want. But
yeah, sure, I'll do the 4, 3, 2, 1 of this beef is as long as a loading time. We'll go 4, 3, 2, 1. Oh. And yes, snake on those wheels.
So my problem with it is, what was so wrong about the original version where players could get all the cars at 2 or 3 stars for free, and then if people want to, oh, look at that, we got each other. If people want to spend additional money,
and Devi,
they can go ahead and max it out, and you can make the C2 super expensive to max it out. But what's wrong with letting people, if they saved up tokens, unlock it? Especially considering that a lot of those people will have spent money at some point, potentially on tokens. Why lock them out? I don't really get the logic behind that. I don't get how it's good business sense. I don't get how it's good for the player base. It just doesn't add up to me. Like, what's the harm in, even if you only let people unlock the car at 1 star for free?
Think about it like this, Zig. In our own club, even, how many people paid the $9.99 for that Mazda?
But that's fine. That I would have so much less of a problem with that if you then let people get the car. You know?
Yep.
Fine.
If it was only nerfed in one way, it would have been okay-ish. Like if it was €10 and then you could get the thing.
Oh, how did I?
Oh my god! Your shell nearly took me out, Zig.
I don't even know how I hit the wall there.
Yeah, violently is how you hit the wall. But like your shell came back in my face. Oh, wow, Devi just absolutely ran away with that.
I'm playing in a different spot from where I'm normally set up, and
you also have a very red logo for my
I'm not hardwired in, so I think I have a little bit more latency than usual. Typically I'm on Ethernet, so it's less of an issue, but right now I'm on Wi-Fi, and Switch Wi-Fi is like terrible. So
can I offer you my spare Ethernet adapter just in case?
I have one. It just doesn't run, like the Ethernet doesn't run to this room that I'm currently in, unfortunately. But yeah, my typical setup is Ethernet for this.
DG Devito. Wow, that was in the Pagani. That's such a cool car, but wow, that was well driven. It's just like absolutely not able to catch up to you. Bray on the Crayon, I have to say that is a brilliant name on YouTube.
But yeah, it's just you know, if you're gonna have people spend the $10, let them get the car at 1 star. Who cares? You know? Do you think somebody who is like spending a lot of money on this event cares if other people unlock the car at 1 star when they're gonna go ahead and 6-star it anyway? They don't care. They don't care.
Maybe they're just like sliding the scale, because the Avija was like, maybe we'll let everyone have it, and then this one's like, no one gets it.
Yeah.
Like,
which is funny because it was
Christmas, like.
Well, it was the complete opposite on global, where like everybody was able to run Mac and
nobody got the
nobody was able to get the Avia. So it's like you couldn't have kept it that way because nobody really cares about the Avia. So
yeah, I would just be. But what we were saying though a while ago is like, if anyone's just joining now, just beware. There is people, I've seen them on Facebook and on the Discord server, and there are people who are like, yeah, I just paid out a little bit and got the car. Just like, that's nonsense. Oh man, £1,000. Like, I seriously just, that's it. It kind of hurts a small bit, but I mean, that man doesn't mind too much, but still.
I mean, I said it before. If people want to do that, I got no problem with it. It's not a problem for me personally when people choose to spend their money or do what they want with their money. But again, this is not a criticism of them for buying into it. It's a criticism of games that shouldn't be that expensive in the first place. Like, he shouldn't have to pay that much money, you know? Like, it's cool that he's cool with it and he wants to, like, for whatever reason, but like, he shouldn't have to. It's ridiculous.
That's for me, £1,000 sterling. That's about 2.5 months rent, like, you know, so
yeah, maybe, that's a lot.
Yeah, that's I mean, it would be. I'm just thinking, like, I could get the car / be homeless for 2 months. We get ready for another 4, 3, 2, 1 countdown, guys. If you're ready for it, I'm gonna go Sharon again. 4,
sounds good.
3, 2, 1. Boop. On global requires $2,000, and even if you have all previous cars maxed. Yeah, I've seen people who are on the global version of it, like, putting similar things of just like putting the phone into the bin and stuff like that.
Which is even worse because they're getting basically a clone of the car that we're using right now. It's basically the same exact thing.
Oh yeah, it's another Bugatti.
Yeah, the LVN, which is
Oh, I
basically
have
just.
Prov 1616 inside my group.
Oof, I got a
Who is
E-tense. I got one E-tense and a Centenario, so.
just three of you, is it?
That's it.
Well, here's hoping you don't come third.
Well, I was gonna say I might actually
Or-
put it on touch drive.
Yeah, actually, yeah. Although the Centenario will
I'll
knock you
run the
down, like,
race.
yeah.
But what can you do? That's the model they chose for the event. There's nothing we can do about it. It's stupid though. You know, there's some people who suggest like maybe the club season ends a long time before the event ends. Maybe that's signaling something.
You
Doesn't really
know,
help when the event has like 8,000 million stages. It's not like you can wait. You know, it's not like there's time.
well, you still have like 20. After this club season ends, you'll still have about 2 weeks to make use of these rewards. But these rewards would have to be the Mazda, the Shelby,
Yeah.
and like, oh no, I messed up so much of this. I didn't even know how I'm in third.
And they won't be, because then they would piss off all the people who paid for that stuff. Which they're gonna piss them off anyway, because
everyone's pissed off.
They're gonna just hit additional paywalls. So
Like, I have to say, like, it wouldn't matter to me like how much like how much disposable income I have. Like, I could like chuck 1,000 at this, but like I just wouldn't, and I can't imagine that I would feel wow. By the way, at Prov 1660, I crashed early on there, but like I managed to recover fairly well. But still, you won by a clean like 6 seconds, man. That's awesome. And yeah, I seen that. I seen it, Ricky. But is that an alt account that you have then, or did you just rename? Because you were Ricky the last time, I think.
hey Storm, I just need to step away for 1 second. I'll be right back. Sorry,
cool.
guys.
Yeah. Perfecto. Just thinking. 1 sec. I can do that. I'm just checking a second which one of those windows is Ziggy's. There we go. Perfect. Like, the thing is, I'm like annoyed at this event, but I'm not really annoyed at the game. Like, it is just one of those things where I would still say that like it can be redeemed. The problem is, if the next event is just as bad, that's the point where it's going to be like really just a case of nail in the coffin. Like, I think at the moment this is just bad, but if this is if this like really stays like this, then terrible. I don't think Ziggy has the Senna, by the way, so I'm gonna use the Senna for one. Chat window for that though. There. So yeah, I'm gonna go with Senna for a race. And I've got a sneeze coming on because yeah, I seen like so many blowouts on the I seen so many blowouts on the A9 Discord server, and like, just remember guys, at the end of the day, like, it is just a game kind of thing. No problem. Pop. Go. And desktop. Look at that. It's almost like I know what I'm doing. Ziggy returned. He said sorry about that, but that didn't come through on thing. I muted your audio as well from Discord or OBS.
No problemo. Sorry for stepping away, guys.
I'm just doing a quick race in the Senna. Ah! Oh my. What is it? I'm gonna be losing again in Senna. That's not good. No, I'm gonna pull this one back. I'm not gonna lose in my boy. Oh wait, I just see we're third and first there. What the heck? But yeah, I was just saying, like, you know, this event, if these events are a one-off and they see like negative player numbers, negative PR and stuff, great. But I really hope that they don't look at this event and go, well, everyone whined, but a ton of people paid a tenner though. Like, that would suck, because then you have it like where the next event is going to be just as bad. You know, if this one's
realistically, this is how I would think they're going to look at this to judge it as to whether it was a success or not. Because when you go in the store and you see all these individual bundles that you can buy, they obviously have the ability to track how many people purchase each bundle. So they're going to see how many people spent the $10 on the Furai, how many people spent the $20 on the Shelby, and so on and so forth. And what you would expect is that there's going to be a bit of a drop off, right? So the most people are going to buy that $10 bundle, and then some number less are going to buy the $20 bundle, and some amount smaller and smaller is going to buy each bundle. And they're going to kind of look at the drop off. They're going to look at how far did people progress in the event, and they'll probably take a look at, if I was them, this is what I would look at, right? They probably have a pretty good bead on the top spending accounts in this game. They're going to look at how much those people spent. The top spenders, did they spend more than they usually would? Did they spend less? Because there are people who are, you know, known for spending a lot who just looked at this and said, I quit. And then there's people who are known for spending a lot who went all in on it. So
I'm friends with a person who used to work at like a free-to-play game studio. Mm-hmm. And in that free-to-play game studio, the people who paid higher were like, their accounts were effectively linked to different customer support and everything. Like, if they needed customer support, they had people who are waiting for just effectively, and I hate the term, but the whales. Mm-hmm. Like, there was customer support especially for those players.
Yeah, so they're gonna,
like, that's how much they're known.
You know, it's like a product SKU, right? So they're gonna look at each SKU, see what was purchased the most, how far people progressed in the event, and weigh that up against how much people complain about the event, and they'll use that to kind of guide how they're going to shape the future.
I think that the amount that people complain about the event has no impact on this whatsoever.
No, it's purely revenue. Money.
Yeah, they will not give a flying.
Well, the complaints will only matter if the revenue for the event is significantly down from what they projected.
Which I don't think it will be, because of the fact that, like, the amount of players who bought in for that $9.99 to get to start, even in our own club, it's so many. Like, that's why I was straight off the bat with this and put up the video that was just like, whoa, don't do it. But I know people will. And that's the thing, it's like sending that wrong message. You have your last Chiron fuel?
I do.
And I agree, Ricky, as well. Like, say, when it comes to arguing with people online, it's like, I don't know, there's only so much time in a day. And realistically, I found that arguing online, how many times have you had an argument with somebody online and came away from it thinking, now they think differently? It's like, none, maybe? You know, it's like, if somebody, like, I don't think anyone has ever talked to, like, say, a very, very strong, say, Trump supporter or Biden supporter, and had somebody go, hey, you know, actually. And then 5 minutes later, that guy's like, well, that person was right. I changed my mind. It's like, no. But I gotta do the 4, 3, 2, 1 countdown.
I'm ready to go.
3, 1. Yeah, but just... like, there's two things about that statement though, Fawn. I would say, don't argue and don't get stressed. So it's just like, if somebody is like having a go or raging, just be like, yeah, fair enough, mate, and just chip over, get a cup of tea going. I met the Flying Scotsman, Sally. I met a lot of people who have named no DSs, but I don't know if any of you guys are in chat. Is that name supposed to be pronounced Milady, by the way? Milady Yessi? If so, I'm not sure exactly which version we're on, but I know that, like, in comparison to global, yeah, we are effectively a year behind the global version of the game. Except for the fact that, like, all the time that was really cool, because we were like, we would know information about upcoming events and kind of be able to navigate them easier. Oh no, I forgot about Dre, and then he killed me. But yeah, in this current event, they nerfed it by a factor of 20.
And I'm sure part of that is because everybody is so open about talking about, oh yeah, you just need XYZ and event is done. So just get those things and you'll be good to go. I'm sure they look at that on Discord and see people talking about the events and like, well, we got to change it a little bit because...
Yeah, but what is it for the next event? It's going to be like, okay, so what you need to do is get €1,000 together and sell a kidney, and then you can get the car. There's the guide for this one, guys. Just, have you got any gold teeth? Maybe some jewelry around the house that you can sell? Maybe just sell the house. I mean,
and
you don't need to pay the rent this month, do you? That's good.
And look, there's older players to this game, like me and you, and we can afford it, that we choose not to because we don't want to, want to send a message. But there's a lot of younger players who just have no chance at affording something like that. And if it was like a $20 ask, right, you can unlock all these cars for $20, and then you can't start it up, and that's where the people with spending power have to come in, and they can kind of whale out there if they want. But like, at least give the younger guys a chance, price it in a range where they can put $20 and get 5 cars, or that's like,
I get what you mean.
That's like a car pack.
Yeah, so like I've got a couple of like younger people that I know who play games in my family, and like say they play Fortnite and some games like that, or Minecraft, and it's a case of like, oh, can I get the season pass? It's like €8, and then I'll have something to play for the next 2 months, and I'll get loads of skins and stuff like that.
Yeah, and I'm talking about like.
But I can't imagine somebody in my family turning around and saying, "Oh, I want to get this car in a game. Could I have €840, please?" You'd just be like, "Whoa, what?"
Exactly. For for someone like Bala, for example, who is younger, and
I'm seeing someone in chat. And legendary Dragonus Blader, by the way.
Like, there's no reason that he shouldn't be able to at least have a chance if he saved up all his tokens to unlock the car. I don't see how that's hurting anybody. Even if he saves tokens for months, he's not going to be able to. And this goes for any of us. If we save our tokens for months, we're not going to be able to max out every car in the game doing that. We're still going to have to make a choice.
No, you have to choose between them.
But
I mean, the thing is though, if he's young, I'm pretty sure when you're younger, you can get by with 1 kidney. If I'm not mistaken.
Yeah.
Just so you could, just saying, like, it is a virtual car in a game or a kidney, but I mean, obviously, please know I'm being sarcastic. But yeah, and it's just like, it's insane to me, the cost. Like, I have no issue whatsoever with playing like games. Like, the other game I was talking about on my other video was the case of the Paladins. Like, Paladins is. You can get all of the characters free to play in that, and then you can get skins for them and mounts for them and like emotions and dances and stuff. None of those affect the game in the slightest. Like, it's kind of like League of Legends in that way. It's like imagine if you could get every single car in this game like for free at the max rating. And then you could do stuff where you paid to have a car that had like, neon lights and stuff like that underneath it. Like, it's completely cosmetic.
Yeah, it's just that they've done the whole way the game is set up. They tied the economy to like, you look at a multiplayer leaderboard, and the idea is to win tokens, right? Or blueprint. Like, you want tokens for the most part. and tokens have a money value, real money value to them. So you're in effect, you're playing for a cash prize, right? It's like not much different. What's the only other way you could get tokens is spend money, or you can earn them through events, obviously. But the idea is that the token is just one step removed from cash.
Yeah, and then like that's why I was also saying this event, that's terrible, the fact that like they've said that thing that's one step away from cash is worthless.
Yeah, I mean, you look at somebody like a Curador who has 1,000 tokens. He obviously had to spend money somewhere along the way, and for him, he walks into this event and it's like, sorry, buddy, your money's no good here. We need the other kind.
Yeah, it's like, oh no, we mean the other premium currency, like real currency. ES3 sucked. Bugatti upgrades get ridiculously expensive. Drains your syndicate coins to the point where you can't progress. Yeah, it'll be the same in this one exactly. Clouded Flower. Like, if people get the Rymac in this, the Rymac needs to be upgraded with syndicate coins, and the syndicate coins were nerfed by a factor of 20. Like, I don't know if you've seen what they did to the Switch version, because I'm guessing you're playing on global. But when you do some of the races on the Switch version now, you get 2 syndicate coins for a race. And if you needed to go through a hazard level 1 thing, with the Nismo, you needed to do like, it's 500 races or something with it?
It's 200 at the last stage, but the other stages before that are like 50 apiece. It's ridiculous. So nothing for it, basically.
Yeah.
And even if you pay money for the cars, all it does is really, like, if you pay money for the support cars, it just saves you time. Doesn't really put you any closer to the end goal. You could theoretically just free play your way to the end of it and just buy the $99 C2 packs at the end and get it that way, and probably spend less money that way, to be honest. You would spend less money that way than, like, if you have the zero, you'd for sure spend less money that way than trying to unlock all the other support cars and do that whole deal.
Somebody also mentioned the fact there is like that it might be possible to get this one for like a low payment of around 20 quid or so to get through this one, but for that, like you were saying, you needed to have the 4-star Zero Uno.
Yeah, definitely.
I was gonna look at the Pagani next, maybe.
I was gonna suggest the same thing. Huayra BC.
The Pagani BC, exactly. Irish doesn't talk good. So yeah, gonna fire up a 4, 3, 2, 1 countdown, guys. If you're ready to rock, we're both in Paganis. I think yours are on the same 4,000 ish. Or no, you're on 5 stars, aren't you?
No, it's 6-star now. 4,064.
Ah, cool, nice.
Just missing a bunch of epics for it.
See, yeah, the last time we were playing, I think you were on 5 stars with that.
It was already 6-star. I hadn't put the 6-star upgrades on it. I got
upgrades.
Yeah, I got the last one I needed from the Grand Prix packs to get it to 6 stars.
Let's go to 4, 3, 2, 1. I have seen what happened on the Switch. It's really bad. Yeah, I mean, like, they removed the relay packs and then they nerfed the rewards by a factor of 20. I've gotten G-Funk a couple of times in my game. Harry in my game and Rocky Star. Sure if anyone from chat is in there.
I got Senna. I'm not sure what Senna's name is on YouTube, but I'm sure he's in there now because he's in the Huayra, so he's gotta be watching. And I pinged him and told him to come watch the stream. So
I hope you're having a nice Christmas for Senna. That is an awesome name you have in. And yeah, for everyone as well, I hope people are like, don't get too stressed out this event over Christmas. Like, there's tons of other like things to. Somebody didn't connect. Had some skin it, quite a few.
And if you guys like, if you want to pay money, I'm not trying to like guilt anybody against doing that. I'm kind of trying to argue for you guys that you shouldn't have to pay so much money. You shouldn't, like, it's ridiculous.
Yeah, the only thing
Your own personal choice to do what you
only
want to
thing
do.
I would ask people though is just to keep in mind the fact that if everybody pays up and fesses up money in this one, look forward to the same again next.
Yep. Yep. That is.
Yeah, that's the only like real downside to this, and that's why I just like I love this game, and I like have 70. Oh, Rocky Star, you monster! I love this game. I've got 76 cars in it, like, but these ones I'm just avoiding it like a barge pole because I'm just like, nope. I love what this game is, but that kind of event I could never ever ever support it, and I would never like make a video going, okay, what you need to do is spend a tenner here and 20 there and 50 there. It's just like, no. What you need to do, Red, press the home button, and then don't do that, or else play multiplayer or like play the daily events and stuff. Like, cause there's so much to this game that's good. I hate seeing that kind of a bad thing of going like, what you need to do here, right, is money. Oh, bam, Monty. So you weren't the person who ran me through then. Oh, really, GG. Oh, and a Nemesis as well. That's such a beastly car as long as you can get away from people. And yeah, you did by like 6 or 7 seconds. What the heck? Or yeah, like Bola64 said, like play multiplayer too. Like, no, I know what you're saying is not telling you to play it, but you're just saying that you could do that because it's free and you get to enjoy the Senna at like its max power rating, which is really, really class. Max the Aranara.
Yeah, Bala, I was really considering spending tokens for the Senna just because I wanted to finally try it out, but I'm glad I didn't now because now I could just try it out without having to spend the tokens. So
I know,
I
but
got it out of my system.
but if you had got to play it in this World Series, in this multiplayer, would driving it make you want it though? Because it's so fun and squirrely the way it like zips around corners.
Yes and no, because with that 100 pack limit and me needing 28 to unlock it, I'm realistically only going to get like at best 2 stars. So I'd still rather wait for it to be in like a burst of speed or something and just pick it up there, get something else out of it.
Fair.
But I'm also stingy with tokens. So there's that.
Yeah, there's a reason why we both have around the 20k mark of tokens. Like,
yeah.
My main problem at the moment, like somebody pointed out in chat, like my main problem at the moment is in credits. I'm absolutely in a world of trouble for credits. So I'm gonna be in a position where like even if cars appeared that I could upgrade, like I just won't be able to upgrade them if I can unlock them. The full star Senna Eric. It's nice, but like against other S-class ones like the Lycan and stuff like that, it's just not competitive. It's absolutely the best in the yeah.
Yeah,
we're going with more Pagani though.
Definitely. And Clouded Flower, yeah, that's a good option there to get the GT3 RS startup. That car is a lot of fun to use. It's expensive, but you know, if you can get some blueprints for it for free,
That's the
I'd say go ahead
911,
and
the
do
Porsche
it.
911, isn't it?
Yeah, he's talking about the Drive Syndicate 3 on global.
Yeah, we had an event about 2 months ago that gave us that car for a trial with it maxed out. I don't know if you played that one, Zig.
I did, yeah.
That car at max is like, it's like the Senna just in terms of handling, like really, really zippy around corners.
I'm actually very close to 5-starring mine.
Oh, I think I've had that one.
Well, I dumped a lot of tokens. I spent tokens on it when it first showed up during the Chiron event, and then because I like needed it. Needed it for like a couple blueprints or something. And then I definitely dumped a bunch of tokens into it through the burst of speed. Like those packs that had the Regera, the GT3 RS, and the Aperta. I dumped like a bunch of tokens into that.
I'm really wishing I had actually chucked a couple of packs in that because it would have given me way cheaper upgrade options to get to 5 tokens. I'm gonna hit up a 4, 3, 2, 1 though, if you're ready.
Good to go.
Go. There we go. 4, 3, 2, 1. Boop. GT3 is good for multiplayer, but worse than Hurricane. Yeah, like it's just another one of those cars where it's kind of like if you don't have the Hurricane at max, but then again, its handling was a bit kind of zippier than that. Oh,
Yeah,
I've
and
got Bam Monty again, and G Funk yet again as well, who's been a good few of my games. I'm pretty sure if you're in chat, definitely give a yo because you've been in a bunch of games.
for any of you guys who are on global, just keep in mind that the Switch version has had the Huracan released like a million times now. So a lot of people have it maxed already.
Wow.
So they're more like we would be more inclined to go for other B class cars that we don't have. I actually don't have the Huracan max. I'm like a couple blueprints short.
And yeah, the Hurricane's like incredibly like stable and like it's a tough car as well. Like it can take a crash pretty well. Like it does not disintegrate.
Yeah. But it's been pretty available to us.
Yeah.
It had at least 2 Unleashed, I believe. And then it's been in a million other packs. So a lot of people have already.
The back of the bus. I don't know what's up with me. If it's like my physics seem like the tiniest bit off, it's weird. I don't know if you ever get that thing where like sometimes you're driving and it feels kind of like there's like a weight on the back of the car. Like it's pulling you back a tiny bit. It's weird.
Probably doesn't help that we're streaming.
Streaming at like 7,000 bit rate and in a chat to you and it's Christmas. What does it matter? My net's pretty decent for that. It should be grand, but like I think this is just a. Oh, I didn't have the shockwave.
But if Flower just fully maxed the Huracan, great. That car is awesome. It'll serve you well, for sure.
Yeah, it's one that like on Switch version as well. It's got a really short. GG again, by the way, Bam Monty. I messed up at the start. I ate bus and nearly collided with you.
It's one of those cars that just doesn't like. It's just always at top speed. So, and it's very easy to drive.
I would say it's fun. Like the Nitro in multiplayer, I tend to kind of be a bit more aggressive with it. Like, and sometimes really, really poorly there. Like I've even noticed it myself because I'm slightly distracted. Like, say, if I'm doing a car hunt riot, I tend not to be looking at chat, chatting to Ziggy, making sure that the stream is good quality and stuff like that. So it's I don't know. It's like imagine if you're trying to do a race at your absolute best and then try and do that while also reading a book and answering questions to people about it. So it does take a small bit of it is a touch distracting, but I'm definitely not playing at my best tonight. I think I might need another coffee in a small bit.
Yeah, I'm not playing my best either, but what can you do? As long as people are entertained.
It's Christmas. I gotta throw up another 4-3-2-1 with the last Pagani fuel unit if you were on 3 as well, Zig.
I'm ready to go.
Cool. 4, 3, 1. The Tryon is a really, really cool car, and that does pop up in an event, which is, well, it should be popping up in an event that comes down the run. But the Tryon is like a crazy powerhouse of speed. Like for a free-to-play car, that thing is in it of its own. Bam Monty again with me. Jose Ice.
I got Bala, Senna, and Trobro. Isn't that somebody from the chat? I think so. Trobro.
Bola says he's got Ziggy to destroy.
I'm glad you're having fun, Bala. As long as you're having a good time.
Yeah, like that's the thing. It's like you see it on Discord as well with like people getting like well down on the event and like no way. I was just saying yeah, just Like, how many cars do you have in your garage? Like, say I've got 76. It's like, okay, I'm going to miss out on all the cars from this event because I'm not buying into it in the slightest. It's like, alright, so I have 76 cars. I can still only drive one of those. Like, I don't mind. Like, I am not stressing on that. But I know that that fear of missing out is such a powerful weapon. So, like, yeah, just try and, like, take a step back and go, like, well, I've got 70 other cars or however many. I followed a guy who left the track. God. Thank you, Jose, I believe it was. I was actually following him and he just went off into a field. Oh my. Oh, somebody wrecked. My time to shine. I steal a completely undeserved second place.
Yeah, I came in second somehow too after like Trobro, whoever that is. Maybe he's not a viewer because he tried to 360 me, but somebody tried to 360 me and I had to like swerve off to the left to avoid it. And I somehow managed to creep back up to second.
Mind yourself, Ryan, by the way. If you're still in chat, you said I gotta go. I hope you have a nice Christmas and New Year's. Oh. Yeah. Don't follow guys who leaves the track. Oh, thanks, Eric. Yeah. It was just when I realized, because I was like, I was following him in the air, my eye line, and I was like, wait, this doesn't seem right. And then it's just like I pulled left at the last minute, but I was already well off the track. It's just like, oh, brilliant. Yeah, there, I'm reappearing. Jose.
Yeah, it's tough getting knocked around in that car. You'll get slowed down, and especially on that track. It's a short track, so it's hard to catch up.
Do you want to nominate a good car for us? How about some Evo? The Hurricane?
Yeah, we can do the Hurricane.
Are you alright with that?
I'm good with that.
And yeah, oh, if you can see it there, my 1-star 911 GT3 RS. Like, if I had just spent some things on that, like, it would have been so much easier to upgrade that.
It's a painful one, too. I'm almost at the 5th star, and that's 33 out of 47 blueprints for the 5th star.
Whoa, costly. But like, I'm at 11 out of 18.
Yeah, it's not very good until you get it to at least 5 stars too. And even then,
I still want to print out that comment and put it on a wall, Eric. I think just great advice for life.
Okay.
Oh, it's not about just wanting the car phone for me. It's a case of I have no other cars that I can apply, you know, the upgrade for to get that daily. The only one I can do it for at the moment is the Senna, and the upgrades for it cost $1 million. So, yeah, that's why my credits are absolutely taking a pounding. Whereas I'm pretty sure the upgrades for a 2-star 911 would have been a whole lot easier. On the cash, I've got a decal for this done. That applied. Still don't have wheels, but yeah, it's pretty. That glitch for the wheels still works perfectly fine, by the way, so to remove them. Especially since loads of people would have got rims over Christmas. Because you would have gotten rims in that AMG event thing. So just keep in mind that if you have any custom rim, you can do that glitch to remove the wheels, guys. There's a video of that on my channel. It's the one that has the Ferrari FX6K up on bricks. And yeah, I know that 5 tokens, I'm kind of thinking to myself, like, if I'm spending $1.5 million credits on 5 tokens, I'm kind of, yeah, ending up in a scenario like I have at the moment where I've got my 30,000 tokens nearly and no credits. You probably don't like the look of no wheels, Pola, because you're like, this doesn't make any sense. The car doesn't have wheels. But we'll say, if you're on the play button, Zig.
Sneaking a Drive Syndicate race real quick, if you wanna.
I'll wait. No. Which
It's a 37-second race, so it won't take long. I'm on the Tanuki stages. I'm just trying to get them done.
Yeah.
The zero stuff, because at least with these, I get a break. And it's only like 10 races per stage, because I have the car at 3 stars. But
like a chat, I would say like some of the cars I do just think look like weird without the wheels. Like say with this one as well, it's the weird ones like the Lotus. Like I don't think it's possible to see Lotus on the brake pad without actually removing the rims as much like that. Just while Zig is finishing off that race, it's like the craziest looking one of all. Like this car without wheels, just it looks like a completely different thing because you can see like because of the wheels make the car hollow, because like you can see through the inside rubber portions. So when you take off the wheels, like you can see the entire way down through the sides of the car. I think it's like really nuts looking. Just to be able to see like that much through it. Like yeah, you can see from the back through to the front of the car. The features are dumb and fascinating. But like what would I have done with the tokens otherwise? Sit there on them and go, I can't wait to spend these in the Rymek event.
Yeah.
Like I would have just felt like a bigger clown.
Because... To be fair, he probably doesn't know that you got 3 jackpots on that car.
Yeah, indeed. Oh, 1 second. Should I like moderate myself? I said the word clown. Whoops.
Okay, I am ready to go.
There we go. Burp. Needed more clown emoji. Let's see. What were we saying? The Evo.
Mm-hmm.
Oh yeah, it's like it's not a great car. It's just it's cool looking though, but like at the same time, it's like I prefer to have that car rather than just a tokens up the top that I can't spend on anything. Oh, I need.
Yeah, I mean there was nothing really like. There was nothing you could have really used them on. I mean, burst of speed, yes, but like.
Yeah.
Didn't really cost you that many tokens to get it to 5 stars because you kept getting jackpots.
No, and it refunded the tokens. I think it cost me about 3,000 tokens, which is bad, but at 30k, I'm stingy. But we'll say I'll do a countdown. 4, 3, 2, 1. Boop. Get some hurricane up in here. Delayed acceleration, overall average. Yeah, it's not like it's nice looking. And it's sort of weirdish handling.
Yeah, I mean, it's not the best, but you basically got it for nothing. So
a small bit, yeah. Oh, I'm in a race with Duke Kaboom from Toy Story 3 or 3. No, was it a 4 Toy Story? You could spend the tokens on credits. Yeah. I could also bring them into the next room and flush them down the toilet. Like, I appreciate the advice of turning the... Oh no, the Kaboom wrecked. He was... Oh, and then he DC'd. He wasn't having that. Duke Kaboom was a character in like the most recent Toy Story movie by FXK, but he was voiced by somebody very famous, but I can't put my finger on. Oh, don't man, please. But I can't put my finger on who voiced him in my brain somewhere. But I know he was like it was a pretty famous cameo. I know that tight turn there is really, really costly when you make it, but you can regain the speed coming out of that portion of Caribbean pretty well, as long as the car is decent-ish handling. I usually try and make that one like the incredibly, incredibly tight turn to start off with. Because you're free as well then from, like having other racers being on that same path, because very few people take it. Ooh, and parked.
Paula, was that you who I like shockwaved into and blasted? Because I blasted somebody and I don't know who it was. Somebody landed like right in front of me.
Did you
I hope that wasn't you.
KD somebody that's 11? We're back. Mackie is here, then GG, says Ricky Bobby. Oh, it was he got killed by the Pininfarina?
Okay. Well then, maybe it was the Pininfarina that lasted.
Zig may have avenged.
It must have been because it was the other Huracan was like.
Ben, were you in the race with Ziggy and me, or with Ziggy or myself? Because we were in two separate races. But GG, if it was in there with me, I just got a bit of a lead in the Huracan, and kind of I was away. We have kind of like slightly different setups as well. The direction we're looking, so, like your screen is currently.
It's a little bit up.
Yeah. Well, like mine always is. Oh, Doug.
I'm in a different room from where I would normally be when we record, so it's a little bit of a different setup, but it's a little more convenient tonight. So I apologize if I'm like this the whole video.
Just like look at those Christmas double chins. my screen is it's visible in some of my videos, but like there is a projector here, and I play my Switch on like the wall at 160 inches, which is a fun way to play it. But I give a countdown of 4, 3, 2, 1.
Sounds good.
4, 2, 1. Boom. And yeah, Christmas was a time for food. And like the weather here is insane. So like I was walking down the street. Oh, I just got immediately into 4 p.m. No pay to win is in my game. And Doug Demure in a low starred Chiron. But I'm not sure if I recognize people from chat.
I got Devi and I think Ivan. I think this is him. I don't know how to say this in-game name because it has a lot of unusual characters in it, so I have a hard time seeing it.
Ivan is the easiest way to say that one. Oh, I think I have a win on my hands here, so I can slightly closer to you. If somebody doesn't take the back wheels out from my Huracan. Very aggressive drivers. What's that all about? Oh, and there again. I'm using blue boost up into the. Fawn, by the way, the comment about like being competitive and stuff on Discord. I genuinely normally aim to be in like the top 1 or 5% on the events that have those. But yeah, as I am not I generally don't pay much. I do buy like some of the special event things that were up, like the 99% off ones. Like obviously I will buy those, but yay, don't even need the accelerator for this. Yeah, I generally like tend to just play it on the like I do as best as I can, which is usually quite good, but I don't like kind of kill myself for this game, if that makes sense. I think you could probably work this out if you've watched any of my streams or videos. I'm generally quite laid back with it.
Oh, Bam Monty, you were there too in the Yesco, I believe, right?
Yeah.
And GG Devi, yeah, that was more like a typical race for us. You were first, I was second. That was pretty. That's about how it usually goes. All right, bye, Bala. Thanks for joining us for a bit.
Yeah, have a nice night, man. And like, I'll be doing 1 or 2 more videos. I have a indie or outie, my indie video reviews things, that like I'm putting it up later. But if I don't see some of the people who are in this stream before like Christmas, or before New Year, I mean, have a nice New Year, and hopefully we'll catch you back in 2021. It has to be better than this one. Join a match. Might be just down to the timing. Ricky, you jump straight back in for another hurricane?
Sure, let's do it. Fawn, if you're referring to multiplayer, Storm doesn't like go too crazy with multiplayer, and for me, I could already, like, if I feel like it, I can get pretty up there.
Yeah.
I just don't often feel like it.
Yeah, Ziggy's far like further up than me usually in the multiplayer thing, but that's why we were saying we did a stream together, because like some people can get way in his races and some can hop into mine. But at the same time, we were just saying it just because, like, yeah, we were chatting about the event as well beforehand. That's the point where Ziggy was like, stop talking and just stream and say it, yo, and like join up with the community and stuff like that as well. And Happy New Year, Bola, man. Mind yourself, and like, yeah, hopefully we get a better, like I said, next year. Can it be worse? Is that like a challenge? I don't want to challenge it to be worse. And yeah, when it comes to like you'll notice this with me as well. If you notice, like, I don't tend to like knock down players and stuff like that. And like the physics engine of this game is one of the reasons I absolutely love it. Like, I absolutely like really like I can't get over how good the physics of this is. I'm gonna do 4, 3, 2, 1 though. So we go.
Yes.
4, 3, 2, 1. But yeah, of all the achievements in the game, say the only ones that I'm missing are shockwave knockdowns and 360 knockdowns. Yeah, like I genuinely I try and avoid doing it. Excuse me.
No, I'm the same way. Yeah, I've had like a couple times where I pushed into top 100 for a multiplayer season, but the reason I don't usually bother with it is because it's a little bit too time consuming, and reset for me, like multiplayer reset for me, happens at 5 a.m. So I'm usually in bed for like 6 hours by the time, you know, that reset happens. So it's just like, I'm not gonna like try to stay up all night to protect a top 100 spot or something like that. And I'm not good enough to be like top 10 to where it's gonna be a safe spot. So
helicopter, no.
Like I can make it in the lower part of top 100, but
I was going to say whoever impacted me and knocked me away from the helicopter, yay. But I think it was Randall who then came back and crunched me against the wall, and he's sure on. It's like, easy come, easy go. And somebody just went, oh, not again, helicopter, why? In this game, I'm getting griefed by the helicopter. That was like twice. Like the first time I bared, oh no, and I just knocked down the same guy a second time. Okay, so the helicopter has a vengeance against me. Oh no, not a third time. Oh my god. But like, how many helicopters are on this stage? No. Not today. But yeah, I got absolutely ruined. That Randall guy, he crunched me onto a wall. But Gratz Bam and Ricky Bobby as well got into this race. But
yeah,
if you're
fun. I don't know if on the Switch version, like things like floaty drifts are not really done, because I don't know if you're familiar with how the Switch version works, but we have like the manual acceleration. So if you let off your acceleration while you're drifting, you'll actually drift faster that way, which is not something you can do on global. So because it's so easy to do that, people don't really use the floaty drift.
Yeah, we have the ability. Yeah, because that's the thing. It's like on the global version of the game. Yeah, that drift trick is so cool, because it's like it takes the weight all off the actual car. Like, it's nuts the way it like does that. People who don't realize that's there, I think they're like having less fun with the game, definitely. I know the other tricks are there as well. Like, we'll go another countdown with the last fuel unit of this game. 4, 3, 1. Boop.
Yeah, I mean, if you're referring to other stuff like Break Nitro,
they're rail rides
we're
and stuff like
maybe
that.
not the best. Yeah, we're maybe not the best of the best at executing them, but we understand them.
We're aware. It's just like the Christmas event is one of the best places to practice the rail grinding thing, because on that Himalayas track.
Yeah, you can.
You pretty much have to do it if you want to score a decent-ish time on there at all.
Rail grind and 360 the jump at the end of it. Yeah.
Yeah.
Noted.
Which is cool as a way to practice it as well, because it's only one ticket in, and just as a place to practice that.
That's one of the easier ones to do, and then the one on U.S. Midwest. That was in, what was the car hunt? The Sarth car hunt riot. You can rail ride there to pick up time.
Or where you mean on that? Because that is a long track.
It's the part that's like what you would get as the start of Whirlwind Curve. If that makes sense. You know, Whirlwind Curve, if you start that. No, the start of Whirlwind Curve. The track is called, so whatever the U.S. Midwest car hunt track is called something else. I can't remember what it's called, but at the start of Whirlwind Curve, you have a section where, like, if you go to the left, you have like the nitro bottles and the kind of the hilly portion of the road. You can jump onto the rails over there, and it's still technically, the game counts it like you're in the air still, so you keep your airspeed while you're rail grinding.
Cool. I know that, like, one of the things that I was messing around with on the what's it called? The Corvette Grand Sport, the car hunt ride with that, is, you know, you can actually jump onto those trains and like go along the tops of them, but like very, very dangerously, and also the trains are coming against you.
Yeah, it's
Yeah, it's not safe to do it, but I was just kind of messing around with it. I don't think anyone from chat was inside my race.
I think I had
There's
someone,
somebody
and
from
it was,
Infectious.
oh yeah, I had Devi. Every race I get you. I'm not complaining though, but it's impressive how well we're able to match up with each other. Sorry, Debbie. I know you're not getting my best, but it's hard to talk and race at the same time. Still working on that part.
That's my excuse. But you see, you're going with the option of you're not talking, whereas I am talking and racing like absolute Rymac event. Any thoughts on the next car, Zig?
Oh, let's see.
I've got so many over 4K now. Lovely.
How do you feel about the 918? I always like the 918.
Oh yeah, that's where my cursor was. And it's another one that I have without wheels.
That's a lot of one. That's one that I feel like a lot of people will have anyway. So do 918.
Yeah.
If you don't have the 918, just pick something similar.
Where did you place in your last race, by the way?
Not well, 4th or 5th, something like that.
Oh, that's good. Yeah, because like if every race that I win, I'm getting like 36 points closer to you if you come last. So
my Huracan's a bit underranked. It's only at 3600 because I don't have the last star on it, but you know, probably should be doing better than that because it was Caribbean.
It's still a really nice car though. Like it doesn't get so much faster. It just gets the nitro just goes infinite after that. Pretty much it's the same as the Grand Sport.
Yeah.
But yeah, we'll draw 4, 3, 2, 1. Boop.
I'd have to check again, Fawn, but Oh, that's weird. I just got a this account is logged in from a different device message.
Oh, I'm in with Bam and Ricky. That may be down to your Wi-Fi just disconnecting you for a second.
Yeah, probably. It's not like anybody could log into my Switch. I've had that happen a couple times before.
Yeah, it's where the game like kind of disconnects you for a second and then just immediately puts you back in, but like you're in there still.
So unfortunately, I'm sitting this one out, but I'll use the opportunity to do another.
You're in your Drive Syndicate again, aren't
Yeah, it reset, so I get to play the 37-second race again.
you?
That's the other thing, guys. If you haven't figured it out and you want to save time of that hazard level 1, just like reset every time, and instead of playing a 2.5-minute race, you'll play a, 38-second race. Save yourself a
Instead
ton of
of
time.
resetting the game, you can put the switch into airplane mode, and then take it out of airplane mode, and it causes the game to DC and reconnect you.
Right, that's the way I've been doing it. Is basically just airplane
So you don't have to
mode.
like fully close. That way you don't have to fully close the game. Oh,
Or just turn it off and do something else.
yeah, that's what I did actually. I would go down the route of just play something else. I've been really trying to I've been pinning a Paladins video just on how to like give people an introduction to that game because it's so awesome. But if you're in the chat, by the way, Gratz Randall again, and again, Bam Monty. I don't think I've taken a single race from you. Were you in the? Oh, you were in the the W Motors Super Sport. And Ricky was in a 918. Stupid Regera. Those Regeras are pretty cool, just the fact of yeah, the Regeras are pretty class in the fact of you can get those blueprints for that pretty easily at Garage level 18. They definitely pop up in the Legend store very frequently for credits. Are you?
I am fin up.
Hmm?
Yeah, I played a second one. I played a second one just to like.
This is what they've done to you, man. They've taken you.
I'm just trying to get it done at this point. No, I barely touched it today, so I'm trying to like.
Oh, you
play.
didn't do 500 races?
No, I had to work. So I'm just trying to casually truck through it at this point. You also can't, because if you're using the 0 and you have it at like the appropriate level, you can only play 3 races but run out of the fuel. But
yeah, and there's 0.
not the car fuel itself, but the hazard level.
Yeah,
because it
but
uses 3 tickets.
But the 0 itself as well has a very long refuel time, doesn't it?
40 minutes, but it has 5 fuel, so it's not the worst because you don't have to like, you can do 3 races, then leave it alone, then do 2 races the next time and do a couple of the pin missions with the Fura, at least some, syndicate coins out of that. But it is just stupid. So stupid the way they did this. It doesn't make any sense. Well, it makes sense if the
phone man, but you get a clown for that. I'd say the same to Zig. I'm just like, dude, I genuinely think that much of an ask of people is just it's too much. Genuine.
Yeah, that actually finished off Tanuki 3 for me, so I get to go back to like the more grindy stuff now. Because now that I'm at Tanuki 4, I can only play Hazard 2 again. Because I don't have a maxed 0 Because who has that? Well, a couple of people have it.
You see on your controller this button? The one that's got the picture of the house.
I know. Well, I'm nearing the end of my journey with this anyway, or at least I wouldn't at this point play it any more than like I would a typical car hunt. So, because I've gotten most of what I can get for free. All right, But I
You
am
ready
good
to
to
rock?
go on. Yeah, good to go on 918.
And yeah, I know fun is obviously like it's that thing of just going like how like down to the millisecond you want to bring it. 4, 3, 2, 1. Boop. 918 go. But it's just a case of like you have to find that fine line, I think, between like where a game is fun and where a game is work. And like I don't think like a game should ever become work unless like
Whoa,
you,
packed lobby here. I
oh
got
okay.
HS Mark too. I got like everybody from our stream plus HS Mark randomly
Oh,
in a Chiron. So
I'm with
loaded
KK,
lobby.
former clubmate. Aiden, possibly the Anakin Skywalker. One called Gimme.
I had to take the not ideal way.
I
Whacking
know
into
that
anybody.
there is a satisfaction element to that as well, of course, when you're just like when you've got the best times and stuff like that. But how can I put this? I am unlikely to ever be the number. What? Somebody's riding the back of my car. I am unlikely to ever be in the number one spot because like don't have. I don't pay in for like the max gold like on cars, but at the same time I'm just like also yeah a bit back from some other players.
I did an accidental 360. And now everybody's gonna pass me.
I hate that when, especially one of the worst times was the last Multiplayer 2 season where it was the Ghost season, and like there was one or two of the races doing that, yeah, doing a 360 in that by mistake, when people are just looking at you like, what? Why?
Yeah, I think that was Ivan who I was in front of when I did that. So I'm sorry, I was not trying to knock you down. I did that by accident. Yeah, Ivan, sorry about that. I wasn't trying to knock you down. I just kind of, sometimes with this button, just accidentally hit it. These shoulder buttons on the Pro Controller are like very sensitive because they're, digital buttons. So sometimes I'm just not quite steady when I press it, and I double press it by accident.
If you do connect the GameCube controller to this, by the way, it doesn't make any difference.
Yeah, that was Jess Mark. That was speeding ahead of us, but that would be a tough one to beat on that track because we had Cairo.
Oh, so long straights and a Chiron.
Mm-hmm. And that, what you call it? That long turn at the end.
I call it a corkscrew, but I call it that based on the Laguna Seca race that has one of those, which features in a load of the Gran Turismo games. I don't know if you ever
So
played
is
those.
that corkscrew?
But like,
oh yeah, definitely.
In the Gran Turismo games, like that corkscrew is like it's also a massive drop, like vertically. But yeah, we go another 4, 3, 2, 1. Boop, 918. But yeah, like I've played quite a lot of other driving games. Hell, from the fact of how much I really love. Oh, and I don't think I got anyone.
No, I got our old pal KK this time, and yeah. Manor Maker. So a bit of a Grand Tour race.
Former members. Oh, and Manor's in there too?
Yeah, he's in there. Sort of.
I encountered him earlier in a DS.
Yeah.
Yeah, that's not quite him being in there though. That's a turbo controller inside there. I may
he's,
or may
he's
not.
here in spirit.
He's not though. It's the opposite. Oh, frame rate. What the heck? That is okay. that is the worst I've ever seen the frame rate affected by this area. But yeah, completely could not control the car when it came out of that. Just
Are you in Osaka?
No, U.S. Midwest. It was the area where you're going through the warehouse area, and there's a hurricane effect going on. But yeah, absolutely horrific. That's one of the things where it was like, I wish they would just kind of like do a bit of optimization on the Switch port. It's not like on the global version you're like, all right, so different people have different PCs and stuff, or different people have different phones. But on the Switch, everybody's got the same Switch. Fix the stages that have got those frame rate drops. Yeah, comfort, but there was absolutely no way. Yeah, Brandon, if you've seen that, like, just absolutely
maybe that's
chug wall.
Maybe that's why they need so much money for the C2. They're
yeah,
to use
take
it to fix
away
the
the dust. Oh, one thing, by the way, but I'm not sure would it be too late for anyone. The thing you were saying about the purchase time for the Mazda, didn't mention that. Just a case of when you go to the 1 star of it, how the DLC changed.
Oh yeah. So the Mazda Furai, if you unlock it, I thought this was tied to originally like your purchase. Like if you buy it, you get these other packs that show up. But that's not the case. So if you unlock it free to play, the deal in the shop gets replaced. So the original deal is you pay $10 for 30 blueprints and some other junk, whatever it is. I don't even remember. But as soon as you unlock it, it changes to $10 for 10 blueprints, 35 packs. So you get a worse deal basically once you unlock it.
What you say it goes? What I get is for €10, I would get 4 packs, 200,000 credits, and 30 blueprints.
Yours is you're saying what yours is? 30 blueprints, 4 packs.
4 packs, yeah.
So same 200,000 credits, but you get 10 blueprints and 35 packs.
10 blueprints.
10 blueprints and 35 packs. Same price,
yeah.
$10.
Yeah, so in other words, if you were going to be trying to do this free to play, and then bought this, your best bet would be basically get this to 29 blueprints, then buy the €10 DLC.
Yeah, or just don't buy it because it's like,
or don't buy it.
Yeah, you don't even need it. You really don't. I mean, it's not going to do much for you if you look at the math of this event, like in the back half, how much of the syndicate coins you actually need to get through it. The Mazda Furai is essentially, you want to be unlocking it because you got to get the one, you need that 120,000 from that daily event, like absolutely need it. But beyond that, it's not worth starring it up further because it just doesn't pay out. That's the thing about all this stuff is the syndicate coins that you see in the rewards, like the pin missions and all that stuff, it never pays out what you would have to invest in syndicate coins. The only way it puts you in a positive position is if you paid money to unlock the cars in the first place, which is why there's no real free to play path.
Free to pay.
You are definitely free to pay.
This is like getting into your head when you have the free to pay.
Yeah. And again, like I said, I know I always say a broken record, but maybe when the club season changes over, there will be some help. But like you're kind of up against the clock, so not really. It's just,
yeah. If you were midway through getting mugged, Ziggy, would you be like, well, maybe he's a good guy? No. I mean, he's got his knife in me, but maybe he thinks he's helping me. He might have thought I needed a stabbing.
Yeah.
I don't know. I'll just give my wallet to see.
The simple solution here would have been the exact same syndicate exchange that you had in the ESCO event. You could swap 12,000 tokens for what was it, 350,000 syndicate coins. You could get through this free to play. You just need to
spend loads of
grind
tokens.
And you need to be okay with spending 12,000 tokens. But you gotta also keep in mind that you would get that car probably at like a minimum 2 stars. So,
But if they did that, actually, if they did what you just said there, if they put in the tokens to syndicate coins thing, and then nerfed the syndicate coin reward. What they would have done with that is effectively given away for people with a huge token stash, like say I have or you have, to burn those tokens.
Yeah.
Because like that would have eaten the tokens alive, and then with the nerf of the 1/20th of the rewards, like it would still basically mean you would have to be burning, like you would have to do exchange after exchange after exchange of that to get enough syndicate coins to get your way through it. Like, because the coin nerf by a factor of 20 just makes this event no fun. Like,
Yeah, but I mean, this is what I'm saying, right? It's like you could give people like us an opportunity to unlock the car by dumping some tokens, but we're not going to get a 6-star version. So the people who are going to spend money to get a 6-star version are going to do that either way.
yeah, they're going to
So
yeah.
that's why I don't really. It doesn't make any sense. There's no point in trying to look for logic.
Ivan is heading off. I'm just going to say good night, Ivan. I'm probably just going to do 1 or 2 more races as well, and then call it a night after that as well, because it is 2:30 here. One thing I was going to say, Ivan, you are 100% right, sadly, that your best car for multiplayer right now is an E10 Senna Turbo Fire Controller, which is really sad. But yeah, also for the other guys, we don't have that Legend Pass just yet, and like have yet to see how bad that's gonna be. If Gameloft have decided like no, that they need to be more pay to win, then it's gonna be really bad. We go 4, 3, 2, 1 on the last 918 fuel.
Yes. Sorry, let me just move back over to multiplayer real quick. Fawn,
Sure.
in regards to what you were saying about the TVR and the Furai, the Furai would still be useful, but it would only be useful if they gave us like the elite class events, which we don't currently have. So it's kind of not useful, right? Like the only place we would really use a Furai would be in Bronze League, which is you're that in 10 minutes. So no, it's basically
yeah, our weekly competition never changes class. It's always the same thing. Like, it's just been the same set of cars every time. The only car for it is the AMG GTS. It's like, it's terrible. Like the fact that that's just the exact same thing. I'm gonna go with the 4, 3, 2, 1. Boop. You're not somehow gonna screw up Legend Pass on the Switch. Worst rewards overpriced. Yeah. Yeah, we still like it's the same cars every time. Where basically some people use a lot of Solis and do terrible times, and other people do what you call it, the the AMG. I don't think I got anyone other than Mark is in here. I'm not sure if he's streaming at the moment or if he's just in some multiplayer. HS Mark at YouTube is also on YouTube. He does streams. He generally tends to do them at the start of the season. But yeah, he does some live streaming too. He tends to have some royalty free music though, as opposed to darker. He has 2 accounts down on this well, actually. They're like vastly the cars he has. I think this game like takes up enough time with just 1 account.
Yeah, I know when he does like his multiplayer streams, because I've checked them out a couple times, he'll switch between 2 different accounts.
Yeah, I guess it might have. He's in like for.
Because I guess under normal circuit, while you clearly couldn't play an event like this twice, most events you could manage on 2 accounts.
I got physics.
You could do that, especially with something like an Unleashed, where you get limited by fuel anyway. You could pretty easily run that on 2 accounts if you really wanted to. I have no interest in doing that personally. I'm good with the 1 account.
Those Legends Pass ideas, like anything with a season pass and stuff, I've no issues with those. They're usually quite cool. As long as they're done right, Zen, I definitely would, yeah.
Yeah, I don't really have an issue with the Legend Pass either.
Yeah. That's sort of a thing where like you pay up front and it's like you get this reward, this reward, this reward. That's fine. I really like those in comparison. Like Paladins has one of those, and it's got like a free to play route and a paid path. And the other game, Rocket League, as well, is another one that has that. Oh wow, $5.
Yeah, I would consider that like a better use of $10 than like 30 Furai blueprints, you know. But
Yeah, I was gonna say I would consider igniting a €10 note, but then again, I would take it over setting it on fire. But I mean, it's pretty cold here, actually. You know, I mean, a €10 note's gonna burn for at least what 2 or 3 seconds, so that'd be good. Might get some heat. 1,700. I have less hours than that in it. I popped it to the top of my thing. I think only about 200 on this. Rocket League, 190 in Rocket League, 1,135 in Paladins. So like that game is very, very good. Like, yeah, that game is another one where you can sink a load and load of time into. But Asphalt is slightly worse. But let's. Is the Charon refuel? If 4 minutes. Do you want to give a shout for a car, Zig? And then we do like 3 Charon races, and I think I must head towards bed after that, I'd say.
yeah, it's getting late for me too.
How does that sound for you? We make these the last 4, and we do it like one race should cool down the
That works for me. How about we do?
I didn't actually buy that yet, Zen. I know it's supposed to be good. Me and EA have fallen out a while ago, and yeah, that's kind of a relationship which is pretty bad.
How about the? I was gonna say one in the Regera. Why not?
One of which?
The Regera.
Oh, yes. I'm really not good at this car.
Me neither.
I wish I was better. I don't know what it is with it.
That's why I picked it, because I'm terrible with it.
Good stuff. Thanks, Ziggy. You just you've just been punishing yourself. EA in game loft are equally bad. Yeah.
Yeah, Zen, I heard things about Hot Pursuit Remastered on Switch, but I don't know. I'll get it eventually, probably. Most likely.
Yeah, we have like a on our Discord server. There's actually a bunch of people who've been playing that, and they have it. Like we now have a channel dedicated to it. But yeah, like let's see. I seen this quite recently. I picked it up. I was like, sounds about right when it comes to pay to win. But yeah, I give a shout in chat. And like I said, we do one blast in our really not great Regera, and then we go the Charon fuel, and then probably call it on that. Cool. So we go 4, 3, 2, 1. Boop.
Well, just use whatever you want if you don't have the Regera.
Yeah, if you're still jumping in. One thing I will say though is that Rocket League 190 hours. I also on PlayStation Network, Stormcloud Live there as well. I have a platinum in that game, so I've played that quite a bit. Cool. I get Bam Monty.
I got Ricky Bobby and Zodiac.
Zodiac was in our last stream. That's Brett.
Yeah, I don't know if he's. Brett, right?
I think
Yeah,
Brett
he's
Maddox.
hanging around.
Yeah, I'm pretty sure that's Zodiac. My memory is, yeah, it's taken a bit of a blast. There's quite a lot of people's names to remember between Discord, in-game names.
Oops. Oh, sorry, Brett. I just pushed you off the track, but I really wasn't trying to.
Somebody just went into my boot and I think wrecked off the back of my car, but like it completely looked to me. They should have.
Trying so hard to avoid Ricky Bobby right now. And I almost just landed on him by accident.
Ah, somebody's like in a really wonky FXK. It's like, except being passes out. Sometimes I think that like certain players do kind of like ask to get knocked down a small bit, just because like if you have a car that's like a lot slower. Oh, I'm so glad I didn't try and 360 that the red MS. Yeah, I seen you getting KD'd at the very start, Bam. But yeah, like sometimes if people have really like slower cars and they like start to try and block in front of you, like that is a time when I'm just going to run through people sometimes. Ah, yo Savitar, how are you doing, man?
Hey Jay, what's going on?
I've seen some people with like different names in like game. Somebody who has like Flash and Kid Flash. I don't know if those are related to you now, Jay, please. But we're just doing like the last 3 races. Your Chiron is refueled now as well, Zig, right?
Yes. Yeah, sorry about that, Brett. I got bumped into and then I went right into you.
Yeah, sometimes it's like you want to go the good route, but like there is times in multiplayer as well where I'll just take a slightly slower route because I know the fact that there's going to be less people on it. If it's only a matter of like
that's actually
half a second.
Yeah, that's actually exactly what I did in that race, and I somehow ended up winning it. I
Yeah,
really shouldn't have.
sometimes. Yeah, because sometimes like like 4 cars will go the faster route because of that. It just gets clogged up. Kid flashes in your club. Oh, that's cool. Yeah, I was kind of thinking. I was like, is that related to Jay Blaze with the name you have? It's just a super aggressive driver. But I gotta give the 4, 3, 2, 1 here for this. Like I said, we're doing 3 more. 4, 3, 2, 1. Boop. And yeah, I got that Chiron front from the multiplayer 2 rewards last time. Really happy with it. I have Bam again.
I got Ricky Bobby.
It's crazy, like the amount of people who are still playing like the multiplayer season. Whoa, that Egoista in this race looks really cool. I don't know if that's yours. Somebody with a like absolutely white Egoista.
Ricky Bobby and I,
really kind of stunning.
We got KV, so this should be a good track.
Oh, so just beat a 2v. Oh my god. Oh no. Dust and Chiron. I've got to deal with like being interred in a Chiron and someone's trying to kill me. Ah! Sorry. I'll replace that. Somebody's not trying to kill me anymore. You've got a person on your tail, Brenton, that's like KD hungry. Be careful. Just ran me over. Although actually I don't know if the person that ran me down, I think may have wrecked themselves because they didn't check themselves. how did I take turn? But yeah, I'm not
GG,
sure
Ricky Bobby.
not sure who it was that came. Like somebody compacted me, but I think it was the 2246 guy. But yeah, like ran over me, but he must have wrecked immediately afterwards. Because what happened there? Was it just an instant karma? Karma. I just want to see like
Slightly
I'm
more
pretty
upgraded, but you played that race better than me for sure. I made a couple of mistakes early on. So I don't really think the car rank made much of a difference.
Yeah, so he ran me over there. And then he just what? That must have been weird latency or something. Yeah, he just like disintegrated himself and hello.
It's about that time in the stream.
Yes, it is. Hello, Cat. How are you? You are going to be affected very badly by a green screen effect, I feel. Because you have multiple colors on you. And you are going to phase out of existence, aren't you? Is it time I feed you? I think it might be. Yeah. So we got 2 more races to do. Can I get 2 more races? It's kitty time. She's awesome. Now. 1 second. I have to reach the 4, 3, 2, 1. If you're ready to rock for the second last one, 4, 3, 2, 1. Boop. Is she on my microphone, I wonder? I think she might be. Oh, ow, ow, ow. Close. Zodiac. Cool.
Bam, Monty, HS Mark, and Ricky Bobby all in the Chiron. I don't know, is HS Mark watching, or is he just happens to be running all his Chiron fuel right now? I don't know, but we got Himalayas downhill run, so it should be a fun if I knock down 2 seconds into it, as I often do on this track.
Oh my. Alright. For anyone who hasn't seen one of the ends of my streak before, I apologize for my gap. It's like uber friendly and gets more so friendly when she is hungry. There's a rescue cat that appeared earlier in the year on this website.
Oh, no, I did that, didn't I? That did not go well for me.
I got like, yeah. My cat who decided to choose away at the start of this race just immediately lunged back onto me.
I was trying like very hard to avoid whacking into HS Mark and accidentally knocking him down. And I paid the price for being nice.
I think 3rd place right behind Zodiac. Ooh.
Not by him, of course, by somebody from behind me.
Yeah, but don't just then go out. Yes! Success! And congrats on the 2nd place, Brett. Oh, yay. What do you guys think about the Syndicate event? Is it possible to compete on it? No.
No,
No, Ben.
No.
Absolutely not. Spending the €10 just runs you into another paywall straight away afterwards. All you get for that is pretty much the 1-star Furia. Just no. Even Ziggy is trying to like his best to get through this one and like paying that $9.99 if anything. Like it's just the entire event is a paywall after paywall. Like it's not a case of that's not just a ticket in the door. That's just the first paywall.
Yeah, unfortunately, all that paying for that car gets you is that car. That's pretty much it.
Yeah.
There's like a long rant that I did about this earlier in the stream when you can watch like the
Yeah, see, like some people can get extra bits and pieces out of it because of the fact that there's that event in the dailies now, but you will still get caught up in paywalls down the line. Like Ben and Brett. But yeah, it's
it's
definitely.
just it's not enough. In fact, you can get the car. I was talking about this earlier, but you can get the Furai for free by just grinding through the event. All paying for it really does is save you time in getting through the first set of stages, but it doesn't really do anything for you in the second set of stages. In fact, it does pretty much nothing for you. And you may think, oh, you get some extra syndicate coins, you can unlock the Shelby. No, not really. It won't be enough. And even if you manage to get there, having a more Shelby doesn't help you. And any syndicate coins that you put into that car is less that you have for when you need to upgrade the C2 at the end of the event. So it's not worth it. The only way that the syndicate coins pay out over time is if you buy all the cars with cash, all of them. Otherwise, like if you try to reinvest the syndicate coins at any point, you just end up putting yourself in a hole. So yeah.
I love that, Brett. It's just like, yeah, if you don't mind throwing away money, then this event is great. But I would just say, like, if you see it in chat, even though if they're like, I spend 20, I spend 10, I spend 20, it's like that's why I think this is a bad thing, because like Gameloft next time round, like the next event is gonna be the same. I'm not saying that like people are like, you know, yeah, there's not, yeah, obviously if you got some cars at this,
Yeah,
Sona
again,
and the
I'm telling
Sus
you
and the
guys what to
slots.
do with your money. You guys can make your own. Those of you who are old enough, let's say that, because some of you guys are older, some of you guys are kids. So those of you who are old enough to make your own decisions with your money, make your own decisions. I ain't telling you what to do. I'm just explaining the facts, which is that you're going to spend a lot of money here.
Yeah.
I think that I've worked out for me with the 3-star zero Uno. I think the cheapest that I could do it if I grinded all the way to the end. Best case scenario for me, it would cost me $100 because I would have to buy the C2 at the end and do it that way. I think that's the cheapest way that I can do it.
Yeah.
That's a maybe.
That's still 100 for a car in a game.
Yeah. So keep that in mind. And I've spent nothing on this event so far. So I think if I were to grind it all the way, nothing, I would still at the end need to spend at least 100, probably maximum 200, because I would probably get to the end with about 500,000 syndicate coins. Not to get into all the math of it, but you probably need about somewhere in the 700 to 750,000 range by the time you get to Regnant Octopus 1. And if you pay the $99 for the whatever the bundle is, if you do the math on the value of it, it works out to like if you had an additional 320,000 syndicate coins. So it covers that gap basically. But it also kind of depends on what drop rates you get in the packs that you're paying for there. So for me, I don't see a path that doesn't involve spending $100. If somebody else can find a way, I'm always.
Yeah. I'd say like myself and Ziggy, we mentioned this as well. We'll probably do like a condensed video just to chat on like just this event, and just a more condensed thing on our thoughts on it, kind of thing, like a kind of a review maybe in 10 days time when the club season changes forward. And wow, MMXX, don't do that. But this is the point where I'm wishing I had the super chat option available. Please subscribe, by the way. That way I can MMX can put me forward those things. So I can check that out to be sure. But yeah, we'll throw down the 4, 3, 2, 1 for the last one. But 4, 2, 1.
Yeah, and I know some of you guys are older. Do what you want with your money. I don't care. I'm not going to tell you what to do with your money. But it is
I
kind of, it's unfair to like people who are younger and play the game that they have like no chance. Like if there's kids who play the game and they save up their tokens and what, they can't even unlock it for like 1 star. I mean,
Oh,
that's not really
my
fair.
last
That's not
race,
like
the thing I
nice.
get in with HS Mark. Yeah,
I
the
got
thing
Ricky
is
Bobby.
like, cool. Good luck to the two of you.
Like imagine you're, go back in time and imagine you're like a 12, 13, 15-year-old kid. You don't have money, but you play this game, you saved up all your tokens or whatever, and then this event comes, and what can you do?
840 euros, please. What? As my head spins around.
And there's no harm in letting people who save their tokens just unlock the card, even if it's just 1 star. People can still pay money to, you know, max it out to 6 stars, but let people unlock it at least. This is going to age very poorly if they come in with like some kind of way
We
to
let
suddenly,
people with tokens unlock it.
yeah, suddenly like earn 300,000 syndicate coins out of
No,
nowhere.
then it ages fantastically because you can be like, see, I asked them to let people with tokens unlock it. And then
Oh
you're
yeah,
welcome.
I'm the prophet.
Much
You
like
get
me
what I'm
whinging
saying.
about, oof, off the wall. Sorry, bad. That was moderately deliberately. I was like, oh, okay, there we go.
It's a weird it's a weird dichotomy with this game in that it's clearly aimed at kids, but then it's also very clearly aimed at adults as well, you know, but in like
It's
the worst kind of ways.
this game is aimed at people with 840 euros right now. It's like the best thing of it. If you were watching, by the way, or if you check this on the look back, congrats HS Mark, man. That was a good race. As for the two people that I compacted onto a wall in this race, I'm sorry. Would you recommend that I quit now or wait this out? Genuinely, I quit at the very start of this. Sad whale noise.
Yeah, but
But
even if you're gonna say that it's aimed at the whales, that doesn't change the fact of what I, which is where you can let people unlock the car at 1 star and then let everybody else who wants to spend money get it to 6 stars. Like they're still gonna spend, they're gonna spend that money one way or the other. So who cares? Like, you think they care if, you know, a bunch of people have the car at 1 star and they have it at 6? Definitely not.
yeah, because like if the way it works now is like, say, imagine, events like the like the Avija one, where at the end of it you have like that final day where everybody races it. But imagine if this was like, if you get that sort of event at the end of the Rymac where everybody with a Rymac gets to compete for rewards. Like, yeah, so all four people with the Rymac are going to compete. So one guy will be the top 1% and also the top 10%. Because the guy number two is going to be in the top 25%. Guy number three is going to be in the top 50%, and guy number four is the top 100. Like, somebody's going to shell out €1,000 and be the top 100, like in that. As opposed to,
Yeah.
if you had hundreds of people with the 1 star version of the car, like the 1% at the top would be, obviously all those people who spend $1,000 on it. Here has he's a tree there. Yeah, he spent some money, but like it is, I think it's close to like 4 figures nearly.
I don't know, but I'm sure even somebody like him would appreciate if it was cheaper, or if there was a way for him to like get through the event without having to constantly pay. Just like even from a pure convenience perspective, there's a, first of all, I don't know if you know this, but there's a $200 daily spending limit on the eShop. So people have actually had to plan around the spending limit to be able to
Oh
spend
my
what they need to
god.
spend for this event.
Really?
Yeah, I've heard some of that going on.
Oh my god.
So it's
But
like, you know,
at Zodiac, Brett, by the way, just like yeah, this was kind of a thing where I mentioned it to Ziggy earlier, but I wasn't sure because of Christmas and family bits and pieces like that. I wasn't sure if I was going to be able to make this stream. So I hopefully in the new year I'll be putting up live streams with a bit more of a kind of a routine if I am doing more of them. So I'll be able to put them up more in advance. This one was just a case of it was just known when it went live. But it was just a case of I was checking if Ziggy was available, if I was able to pop on for a while. So yeah, sorry that there wasn't more planning and stuff involved with this. Hopefully, like I said, I want to get some sort of a schedule to this. The community tab is really going to help out, and that's why yeah, I'm at like 850-ish subscribers at the moment. Once I get to the 1,000 thing, I get a lot more like tools and stuff on YouTube, and that way I'll be able to put up like stuff on the community tab where people will be able to see it before I'm able to do a live stream. Like I don't want to put a live stream up and then if something happens where I'm not able to attend, I really don't want that to be the case. So yeah, the community tab would let me like put up things of like plan to do and then hopefully be able to get there in time. But yeah, guys, I hope people had nice drives here. Anyone that's joined and subbed during 2020, thank you so much. Like it means an absolute ton. I love the feedback from the community in this game, from both global players and yeah. Have you tried multiplayer 2 yet? We did at the very start of the stream. It's limited to 4 racers and we couldn't get the same people in there together. But I'm going to play a lot of multiplayer 2 myself because I love the Senna so much. So I'm going to be in there for quite a while, probably tomorrow.
Yeah, I'll definitely be digging into that as well. But MP1 was just a little bit more convenient for the stream, for the amount of people watching and trying to get as many people into races as possible.
Yeah, the Senna is absolutely a dream to drive. And again, thank you for everyone who joined today, all through the last year and subbed. And thanks again, Ziggy, for joining for the multiplayer stream and for all the other videos. You have far too much patience, my man.
Well, I have fun doing it, so I don't mind.
Yeah, I guess I know that it is the same kind of idea of like it's a fun game, but it's cool as well. Like definitely. Likewise, Brett, really, and Brandon as well. By the way, or Brendan, sorry, I didn't beat you in a single race tonight. Absolute beast. Yeah, it is 9 minutes past 3 a.m. here. But I'm off for the end of this year, thankfully. So I'm just enjoying it, playing some multiplayer, and yeah, playing some other games on the Switch. And yeah, guys, thank you very much for joining. I really appreciate the company as well. Hope you had a good night hanging out, and yeah, mind yourself, guys. Mind yourself, mystic variety as well. And yeah, anyone who joined and people who are watching on the video on demand version of this, like, share, and subscribe.
Bye, guys.
Mind yourself, people.